You could take a more three-dimensional view as well and say, okay, how about if we look at it from the plantar side? And A Lind has done that in his system 1, so-called system 1 in A Lind method. You have an ovary reflex located here. So you're on the plantar side of the foot, and you have the fallopian tube then coming in like as it's drawn here.
And it makes very much sense to place a reflex for the ovaries on the plantar side, because if we look at our body from the ventral side, they are deep in the pelvic. When we are working lateral, we are a bit more lateral in the body. So I must say that the placement, the A Lind placement, is my favorite nowadays. It's placed, let me show you on skeleton, it's placed on the calcaneus, on the heel bone, on the upper part of the heel bone. So it means that you can't palpate the joint on the plantar side, but on the dorsal side you can palpate the joint between the cuboid bone and the calcaneus, and then you can orient yourself, follow the joint to the plantar side, and then you need to go a bit lower. So very often you can feel a prominence, you can feel this prominence on the calcaneus, like a ridge. I can feel it very easily here. And then I know that I am on the calcaneus, so I go up a bit higher so that I'm in the joint, and then I continue to the plantar side. And it means that I am just on top, or I would say I touch the ball of the heel. So down here, I have the ball of the heel here, so I'm on the line, you could say, of the ball of the heel. Yes. So here I can work deep. And I can again use the same idea on vibrating. Is it more painful?
Yeah.
It's a little painful.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. The other, let me check the other side. It's painful here as well, Vibeke?
No.
It's not as much.
No.
Okay. So I could work both bilateral. So both ovaries now, Vibeke. And what I could do as well, I could place my middle finger on the classical ovary placement. And then I could indicate that reflex as well.